Greetings, pimps. Welcome back to another episode of the series where we logically annihilate lowest common denominator garbage channels here on YouTube. Today,
okay. I use a combination of lies, manipulation, cheating, stealing, gaslighting, bullying, insulting, and flexing.
we will be covering yet another in the long line of dopamine addict pedophile channels.
Who's your favorite Avenger?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, huh? You look like Robert Downey Syndrome.
In the past I've mentioned how it's obvious. A lot of these NPC creators believe they're intelligent, meanwhile their content is completely void of anything above common or NPC viewer level. This target, however, is the perfect example.
Oh, that was worse than I thought it was going to be.
Remember back in school when kids would low-key flex random things, but if you called them out on it, they'd be like, nah bro, I'm not trying to come off as smart or cool, I'm just doing me. This is some ordinary gamers summed up.
Marty, you need to back off! You're a narcissistic psychopath that needs to fuck off!
When I said past targets would likely use a physics degree or knowing how to code as their sign of being intelligent, it was merely a way to point out they could never create real intellectual content and would have to resort to lowest common denominator drivel to convince normie NPCs they're smart.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
Some ordinary gamers, however, genuinely does do this, albeit it's more so a subconscious act, as he would likely never admit he attempts to convince himself he's intelligent and above his fellow NPCs. He tries to attack in this manner.
Who you remember when your mom tackled me on the front porch coming into the house butt naked? You remember that? Good, you're making me fucking sick. You remember when your mom ran out the front door and tackled me freaking butt naked and drugged me in the house? You remember that?
In fact, his coping mechanism when confronted with this statement would be to jokingly laugh it off, haha, yeah bro, you got me. But that's just the fool's way of making sure their brain never fully comprehends that it's equally as trash as all the lowest common denominator channels it puts down. Wowie wow. Wow, epic. Gaming content with a side of I'm totally not trying to groom children into dopamine addicts and feeding adult addicts with LCD content.
You a gamer, dude? Me and my girlfriend, we're a gamer couple. Alright? Zombies? I don't think so. 2 rounds with the pulse rifle? Take them out. Prefer the shotgun, though. Shotgun will make it's bad news for any zombie. I'll take on the entire zombie apocalypse. Just give me a shotgun.
Not to mention this is another classic case of, well, this dev and game sucks, but I'll still give them free attention. Surely it won't fail for the millionth time in a row. Oh wait, what's that? Lack of attention, thus lack of sales, made another awful studio shut down. Wow.
What's your relationship like with your father?
I don't have one.
Let's still make videos giving bad devs free attention. It def won't and totally hasn't led to big budget games being dumped out half-baked. It couldn't possibly be content creators' fault. I mean, if I don't kill people, someone else will, right? Why should I stop being a pot of greed ruining the thing I claim to enjoy when other people will still ruin it? Genius and flawless logic. If some ordinary gamers genuinely wanted big games to get better, he would team up with all his fellow NPCs and go full blackout on bad devs and games, or at the very least show some dignity and do it himself. But I digress, as this will never happen.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.
Since he is an NPC dopamine addict, he cannot grasp the concept of fun or enjoyment. He merely exists to feed his addiction. Complaining feeds these addicts' brains while actually fixing the issue, and their addiction won't.
Hey y'all! It's Big Fat Reverend Bird here again!
Now, we haven't touched on the fact he is a child predator much, but this goes without saying. Just as with previous entries, some ordinary gamers' entire content log centers around attracting as many people with his LCD content as possible, giving easy dopamine to the clueless drones of YouTube and creating or furthering their addiction. This of course includes children. Don't worry though, we'll use the term child abuser this time. Sure, adults can make their own choices, and if they want to be an addict, so be it, but the problem with child abusers, like some ordinary gamers, is LCD content is naturally aimed at the stupid and children.
I'ma have to dig you down on some gangster shit.
While I can give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he doesn't purposely help groom children into dopamine addicts, I will safely assume he would never delete his channel and cease such things, thus confirming his status as a purposeful child abuser.
How about when I went... No, I'm joking.
And around here we consider assaulting a child's mind in such a manner as the act of a pedophile, although I do now see that the term child Abuser is a better fit for the average NPC, but hey, surely he's anti-pedo, right? I mean, how many has he killed? 0.
And my last name Blick, so I'm picking the tool up. My stepper gon' brush him if I press the button to drippy the scuffle. The Blick in the duffel with 10 with a muzzle, so why would I tussle?
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sure your average person will find his virtue signaling videos enough to cover up his several-year history of child abuse on the internet. EDP 445s certainly proved he wasn't a pedo, so some ordinary gamers does too. LOL. Who am I kidding? Some ordinary gamers has abused thousands of children, and EDP just wanted a cupcake.
People calling someone a bozo is like that's a super aggressive.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if someone called you a bozo?
Yeah, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
the N-word for people like us.
Yeah.
For real though, they're both equally degenerate scum. This is the part where some ordinary gamers and his fans tell themselves they're totally different to cope. Anyways, pimps, I hope you all enjoyed. We out.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.